I don't want to just make reviews of older Christmas movies. I want to include a few new ones from this year as well. So let me look for something new that was released. What's this? Royal Runaways. Tupi's description reads, not wanting to inherit the throne, a defiant prince finds unexpected love while posing as handyman at a winery to forge his own path. Well, that seems like a typical and generic plot for one of these. Let's review it. Oh boy! Apparently I don't want to just review old and new Christmas movies. I want to review good and bad ones as well. You know how most people would classify the Hallmark-style Christmas movie as a B-movie? And some of those Lifetime and Up movies in the same genre as a C movie? Well, this would be a movie with a grade of D, as in direct to the gas station discount bin. The movie starts with our two leads on opposite sides of the world. A woman named Faith is in upstate New York. The man, who is a prince, is in the country of...
We are French. I'm a French prince.
No, you're Crown Prince of Caminel, soon to be King of Caminel.
Well, you know what that means. It's time to add another country to my map of Europe. It seems Faith needs a handyman to work around the vineyard, as the current male employee is a bit of a goofball and not very efficient. So she does a series of interviews to find a handyman. And here is where the first problem in this movie notably rears its ugly head. Cinematography. First of all, why is the camera up every actor's nostril? I mean, seriously, this camera is jammed in the face of every actor in every scene. Every close-up is done so you can't see a thing that's behind them, probably to hide the bad sets. But that's no excuse for such poor cinematography. The lack of creativity when it comes to camera shots when two people are talking this movie is simply astounding. It's almost impressive in its uncreativity in certain ways. Now, it's not like I took classes in filmmaking in school or have some sort of masterful artistic eye and vision that would allow me to create a cinematic masterpiece. So I understand why some people might look at my critique and ask, what do you know about filmmaking? What gives you any kind of authority on calling out bad cinematography? And to a certain extent, they're right. But honestly, you don't have to be a mechanic to look at a car on fire and say, that's not operating the way it should. Beyond the close-up shots, another big problem in these scenes is the frequent camera breaks during conversations. It's enough to give you whiplash. I mean, I've seen this kind of technique before with NCIS, where the longest unedited camera shots are only about to the count of 7. Here's a random scene from a random episode of that show. I just picked at random off Netflix. As you can see it from this clip, the camera doesn't linger in one spot. It jumps constantly. There's constant breaks between shots. But the difference between this scene and the movie is in this clip, there is movement with each shot. The camera moves from left to right, we get different angles, they jump between multiple characters, showing different sides of the same scene in a quick-fire manner, which makes it more palatable to the eye. When you look at the same type of scene in the movie, you see that it's just two static shots cut between two actors, and there's no movement, there's no creativity. It's blocked in such a way where it's like these two people are, I don't know, they're not even having a conversation like in real life. Their heads don't even move properly in these scenes. They're just delivering lines into the camera because, quite frankly, they're probably not even on the set at the same time when these scenes are being filmed. It also doesn't help that these actors aren't exactly going to be winning any Academy Awards. I mean, I should have known when I read the cast list of this film, and I didn't recognize a single name on it. Not even any of the background characters are familiar to me. I mean, it's not like I have an encyclopedia knowledge of every actor ever, but usually I recognize someone on the cast, even if it's just from another Hallmark Channel movie. But these actors feel like they all came out of a community play or something, and honestly, that's actually an insult to local community theaters, who sometimes produce some pretty good performances. Right. I got way off topic with that rant. I was talking about the plot. So, Faith is interviewing people to be a handyman, and the candidates honestly aren't doing that great. When I read the synopsis of this masterpiece to my dad, he asked, "How would a prince have the skills to be a handyman?" I would like to know. Well, movie, how does the prince have these skills?
What have you ever fixed?
Hey, I'm handy. Plus, I can figure things out.
My dad's comment when I told him that this was the film's explanation was, well, that's some real bull. Yes, apparently, he magically just becomes good at his job. But in order to take the position, he has to sneak out of the palace. Whoa, wait a minute. This is supposed to be the interior of the palace? The palace that's for a monarchy started from the French royalty? And here we see the second major problem in the movie, and that is the sets. Prepare for rant number 2. Look, I understand that not every movie has the budget to have massive shots inside lavish mansions and actual palaces, and you can't always have the sweeping $1,000 drone overhead shots of cities and towns to emphasize your movie's location. A lot of these kind of movies are made on a very shoestring budget. But, I mean, I've seen better sets in fan-made YouTube videos. Let's take a look at a few of my favorites. This office looks like the showroom at an office supply store for office furniture. This bar and tasting area is clearly just the company break room. This is clearly just a basement with some empty white boxes put in it. And despite this movie taking place at a vineyard, supposedly, not a single scene takes place anywhere remotely related to actual winemaking. We don't see any fermentation rooms, no barrel storage areas, no bottle storage rooms, no grape fields, no wine presses, none of it. There's none of it in the movie. It's nowhere to be found. Anyway, back to the script. Right, we're going about the story. We're talking about the story here. Anyway, okay, here's the script. He lies about being a prince. Reporter finds out. She's angry at him. Blah, blah, blah. Honestly, it's nearly impossible to get invested with anything that is happening. And I actually walked away and helped my mother deal with a Microsoft 11 issue involving our mouse and keyboard. And then came back and finished it. And I didn't even bother going back to watch the middle part of the movie. Because honestly, nothing really happened. Because I didn't feel like I missed any scenes when I came back. I doubt anything that happened in the middle of the movie would have changed my mind about the overall narrative of this film. And don't think for a second that I didn't notice the blatant JTV jewelry television product placement. The one piece of this movie that I did enjoy was these over-the-top news segments from the Gossip Rag Reporter. But honestly, they're short and ultimately just amount to a pretty toothpick garnish on top of the turd sandwich that is this film. Royal Runaways is misleading in many ways from the get-go. The thumbnail on Tubi seems to have a Christmas tree, but this movie doesn't take place at Christmas as far as I can tell. So that is why I'm not holding this until next December and just pumping this on my channel now. That is why, since it doesn't go any lower, I reluctantly give this movie 1 candy cane out of 10.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I don't know if I even want to recommend the movie, But if you have someone in your life you want to torture, then it's free on Tubi. So play it for them if you want them to suffer. Promise that the next movie I review will be a better movie. And it will also be the first non-holiday related film I cover. Until then, I'm Jack Collins. Keep looking up.